In episode 56 of Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature, we delve into the concept of the shadow. We all have parts of ourselves that we don't like or try to hide. These hidden aspects make up our shadow. To truly grow as individuals and embrace authenticity, it's crucial not just to recognize our shadow, but to accept and integrate it into who we are. Abraham Lincoln's life shows us how this can work. From when he was young, Lincoln knew he had two very different sides to his personality. He had a tough, competitive side, but also a gentle, sensitive side. Instead of rejecting either part, he learned to use both in positive ways. Lincoln's tough side made him good at boxing and quick with words. Once he wrote mean letters about someone he didn't like in politics. This caused a big problem and almost led to a fight. But instead of trying to get rid of this part of himself, Lincoln found better ways to use it. He put his competitive energy into winning debates and elections, using his sharp mind to succeed in politics without hurting others. At the same time, Lincoln embraced his softer side. He loved poetry, cared deeply for animals, and hated seeing anyone be cruel. Some might think these traits would make him weak in the rough world of politics. But Lincoln used these qualities to connect with people. His sensitivity helped him understand and care about ordinary citizens. During the Civil War, he felt deeply sad about the lives lost and worked hard to end the fighting quickly. He didn't hate the South, but tried to understand their problems and wanted to make peace without punishing them. Lincoln even learned to joke about himself. He would make fun of his own looks, his high voice, and his tendency to get sad. By accepting all parts of himself, both good and bad, Lincoln seemed very real and honest to people. They felt they could relate to him in a way they hadn't with other leaders before. Lincoln's story teaches us that accepting our shadow isn't about letting our dark side take over. It's about knowing it's there, understanding where it comes from, and finding good ways to express it. It means seeing that the things we think are our weaknesses can actually become strengths if we use them right. This process isn't easy. It means facing parts of ourselves we might not like or might have been hiding for a long time. We have to let go of the perfect image we try to show the world and accept all of who we are, the good, the bad, and everything in between. But doing this can bring great rewards. When we accept our whole selves, including our shadow, we can tap into energy and creativity we didn't know we had. We become more real and complete. Our relationships with others get deeper because we let them see the real us, not just the good parts we want to show. We also become better at understanding others because we recognize that they have the same struggles and mixed feelings we do. Also, by accepting our shadow, we stop it from controlling us without us knowing. When we push down parts of ourselves, they often come out in harmful ways we can't control. By bringing these parts into the open and finding healthy ways to express them, we gain more control over how we act and react. Being authentic isn't about becoming perfect or getting rid of our dark side. It's about accepting everything that makes us who we are, the good and the bad, the strong and the weak, the ambitious and the sensitive. It's about seeing that these seeming opposites aren't flaws to fix, but important parts of what makes each of us unique. In conclusion, embracing our shadow is a crucial step in becoming more whole and authentic. It takes courage, self-reflection, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths about ourselves. But as Lincoln's life shows, the result can be amazing, not just for us, but for the people around us too. By accepting all parts of our nature, we open ourselves to understanding ourselves better, connecting more deeply with others, and living a more genuine and fulfilling life. Remember, this journey of self-discovery and acceptance is ongoing. It's not something we do once and forget about. As we grow and change, we may uncover new aspects of our shadow or find new ways to integrate parts we've already discovered. The key is to remain open, curious, and compassionate towards ourselves throughout this process. It's also important to note that while we should accept and integrate our shadow, This doesn't mean acting on every impulse or indulging in harmful behaviors. Instead, it's about acknowledging these aspects of ourselves, understanding their roots, and finding constructive ways to express or channel them. For example, if we recognize a tendency towards anger in our shadow, the goal isn't to become an angry person. Rather, it's to acknowledge this capacity for anger, understand what triggers it, and find healthy ways to express and manage it. This might involve learning assertiveness skills, finding physical outlets like exercise, or using the energy of anger to fuel positive change. Embracing our shadow can also lead to greater creativity and problem-solving abilities. When we integrate all aspects of ourselves, we have access to a wider range of perspectives and ideas. This can help us approach challenges in more innovative ways and find solutions we might not have considered before. Moreover, accepting our shadow can lead to greater compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we acknowledge our own flaws and contradictions, we become more understanding of the complexities in others. This can lead to more empathetic and meaningful relationships, as well as a more nuanced view of the world around us. In the end, embracing our shadow is about becoming more fully ourselves. It's about moving beyond the limitations of who we think we should be, and into the richness of who we truly are. While this journey can be challenging, it's also deeply rewarding, offering the possibility of a more authentic, integrated, and fulfilling life. We're now accepting a special kind of donation, your likes. Each one gives us the motivation to keep creating top-notch content for you. If something in this video resonated with you, share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be valuable to someone else. Now, a quick reminder. Make it a habit to learn something beneficial every day. Remember, the content you consume is like food for your brain. Be intentional about it. Otherwise, the algorithm might end up influencing your thoughts. Give it some thought. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.